NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. As the NFL postseason draws near, Week 13 kicked off with the Bills earning a decisive win against the Patriots, 24-10. Josh Allen became the first player in NFL history with 3 straight seasons of 25 passing touchdowns and 5 rushing touchdowns, while Mac Jones and the Patriots offense struggled to 10 points as Jones threw for 195 yards and a touchdown. The Bills improved to 9-3 and are tied for the most wins in the AFC with Kansas City. Also, the Bills were without their leading pass rusher after placing Von Miller on injured reserve with a knee injury. And both teams made salary cap moves, reports NFL Network insider Tom Pelissero, with the Patriots restructuring linebacker Matthew Judon's contract and the Bills restructuring cornerback Tre'Davious White's contract, both clearing up over $2 million in cap space. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
You're the one who protects the flock, and that requires an eye for detail. Because when safety and well-being are on the line, it's the details that can save lives. Even when no one else is watching, you see everything. Grainger gets you, and we're here for you, and all the ones who get it done with a wide range of safety products and solutions, plus board-certified safety consultants here to answer your questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is Staples.
So rumor has it that Staples has everything I need to ship.
Mm-hmm. We have all the shipping supplies and services you need.
Boxes?
Yep.
Mailers?
Yeah, and we have UPS here in store.
Huh. What will Staples think of next?
Right?
No, seriously, I'm asking, what will they think of next?
Staples is your one-stop shipping destination. Now get 50% off shipping boxes, mailers, or tubes when you buy 5 of the same item in-store or online with 1-hour pickup. Staples, the best-kept secret in shipping. Ends 12/31. Exclusions apply. Visit staplesconnect.com/shipping for details.
Check out our Facebook page, Kxo Radio Imperial Valley. Follow us on Facebook. Neat stuff there. And, of course, we've got news and information available 24 hours a day on our website, kxoradio.com.
And it is 7:30 on this Friday morning. It's a Christmassy Friday. How are you doing, Gene?
Hey, George. I'm doing good.
You good? Are you ready for the holiday stuff?
What was that again?
Are you ready for the holiday stuff?
Hey, there's plenty of holiday stuff, good stuff.
You're going to be right in the middle of some of that stuff.
Well, there's no way you can be at all places at the same time. Wouldn't want to try that. But
you're going to be in an area that's going to have a lot of good stuff going on tonight.
Yeah. We're going to be at the Naval Air Facility tonight for their Parade of Lights. It starts at 7 p.m. and we'll narrate the parade. We've been doing that for, 15 plus years, something like that.
Do you have a special garb?
A special garb, yeah. Stay warm.
Well, you don't have a Santa coat or anything.
Oh, I've worn a hat, the elf's helper's hat before.
Yeah.
So maybe.
Did Gloria put bells on it for you?
She has before.
There you go. Because that sounds like Gloria would do that.
Yeah. You figured it out.
I've known Gloria for years. Anyway, I understand it's a lot of fun. I have never been to that.
Well, it's the best kept secret in town. A lot of people have it.
Well, it runs it for me when they do it at night because I got to get up really early in the morning.
Yeah, and it is at nighttime.
And it's a fantastic event, I understand.
Well, I don't blame you. You got to get up early in the morning, but if you want to be bold and do it sometime. Well,
I'm keep waiting for you to videotape it for me. But I didn't want to be too.
I hear you.
Anyway, as long as you have fun and everybody else has a great time, a lot of stuff going on tonight. We'll have stories on all of this. The El Centro situation tonight, street fair and Christmas tree lighting. They're going to light the Christmas tree up at Calapat tonight as well.
Yeah, that's. I think they did that last year too. I think
they do it every year. What their Christmas tree in Calapat is that big old giant flagpole.
Yeah. The flagpoles. It's the tallest Christmas tree. It's 184 feet below sea level.
Yeah, I was wondering if it's still the tallest flagpole in the United States. It used to be for a long time.
Yeah, as far as I know.
It was a major attraction. I mean, people would come down from all kinds of Los Angeles who never heard of Imperial Valley would come down to check out that flagpole.
Yeah, make sure it's straight.
Yeah, see if it hasn't been over any. But anyway, that they do that, and I guess they have a nice little get together up there for that. There's no reason why you can't make a couple of these events tonight.
Yeah, if you're in the North End, well, there's several things you can do there.
Well, you can get to the Calapat Christmas tree lighting and still be down in time for either the NAF fair, the parade, or the street fair in El Centro.
Just don't speed.
Don't speed. No, you don't want to do that because maximum
safely.
enforcement will. I don't think they're in maximum enforcement right now, but they're not very tolerant of speeders during the holiday. Anyway, we've got some birthdays. You want to jump at these birthdays?
Let's do that. We'll do the big shots and then do the real people.
Well, big shot birthday. I think you may have heard of her. This one, Kathy Lee Crosby.
Yes,
is Bing's daughter. She's 78, so she.
But I thought she celebrated her birthday the other day.
Well, I think there's a couple of them.
Okay.
One of them was in Dallas. Remember the TV show Dallas?
Mm-hmm.
She was the one that shot JR.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know if it's the same one, but
give me room. I don't want to be around.
She was. That's incredible. She was in that, which I don't think I've seen. Anyway, director Penelope Ferris. I never heard of her, but I've heard of both of these movies that she directed. Wayne's World, which I thought was hilarious, and The Decline of the Western Civilization, which I understand it was also a comedy. 77 years old today. She got to get her name out there because she does some good work and nobody knows who she is. Country singer John Wesley Riles. Are you a big country music guy?
Oh, I like classic country.
John Wesley he's one of those classic country voices, a George Strait type guy. Not anywhere near a George Strait, but that type.
Yeah, there's some great classic country songs.
There is, and the old stuff is the best stuff.
The best, yeah.
Dan Butler, he was in Frasier, and they're going to redo Frasier. I wonder if he's going to be in that.
I wonder if he's going to get the same kind of haircut as the guy that was the lead.
Yeah, Frasier.
Yeah.
Frasier is essence just bald, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I think Dan Butler is too. He was the sports guy at the radio station where Frasier worked, and he kind of the obnoxious sports guy. Anyway, news anchor Stone Phillips. Who was the target of a lot of jokes because of that name, Stone Phillips. He's 68 today and never looked like he was stoned. And Steve Bauer, he was in Scarface. He's 66. Rick Savage, he was a bass player for Def Leppard. He's 62. And the bass player for the Foo Fighters, Nate Mendel, he's 54 today. Both of them celebrating. Lucy Liu, she was in in that movie with the Charlie's Angels movie. She's 54 today, and she's been in a lot of other stuff too. Very talented. Susie Nakamura, she was in Dr. Ken, which I thought was a hilarious TV show, but it didn't last very long, so apparently I was the only one. Rena Sofer, actor Rena Sofer, she was in 24 and Just Shoot Me, which was also another good show. She's 54 today. Nelly Furtado, she's had a few hits. She's Canadian. She's 44. Britney Spears is out and about again. She's 41 today. So those are their big shots.
All right.
And Instagram's going to be full of Britney Spears dancing. She does a lot of that. Anyway, we got the local people. You ready for them?
Ready.
They're coming up.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Happy birthdays this morning going out to Adriana Hernandez, Virginia Graff, Rosie Lopez, Tilly Quintero, Rosemary Agudi, We have Carla Banda, Carroll Strickland, Preston Waddell, Rex Schaefer. We have Vanetta Wyatt, Sandra Burgos, Alex Rodriguez, Celia Flores, Elia Felix, Eva Sandoval, Marcy Obeso, Roger Goody. We have Cheryl Vaughn Flew and Rosemary Trujillo. Happy birthday to each and every one. And just for clarification, Gene, I don't think the Alex Rodriguez on that list is the same one that played baseball.
Oh, okay.
I don't think Alex moved. I think he still is in New York. Anyway, that's our list.
All right.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And it's time for the World California News headlines, brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. New numbers from the Labor Department show strong job growth amid inflation and a tech slowdown. Business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
When you have an economy that can still create more than 260,000 jobs in a month, it's hard to say that that's the type of economy that's in a recession.
Unemployment held steady at 3.7%. Dow down 263. Strike threat averted. President Biden's poised to sign a bill imposing a new contract on freight rail employees. CBS's Scott McFarland.
The deal gives rail workers a 24% raise and $5,000 in bonuses over 5 years, but not 7 days of paid sick leave, for which unions have been fighting.
InfoWars host Alex Jones filed for bankruptcy in Texas this morning. He faces nearly $1.5 billion in court judgments for spreading conspiracy theories about the Sandy Hook Elementary School massacre. The filing lists Jones' assets at $1 to $10 million. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Health officials are concerned about the rising number of COVID infections. Los Angeles County Public Health Director Dr. Barbara Ferrer says it could result in another mask mandate.
LA County will follow the CDC guidance for communities designated at the high community level, including universal indoor masking.
In addition to COVID, she says flu cases are skyrocketing. At least 10 students from Van Nuys Middle School in Sherman Oaks became ill yesterday. Authorities say the students possibly ingested some sort of cannabis product. And with the arrival of December, California has been experiencing the first major storm of the season. Rain fell in the Bay Area while snowy conditions are reported in the Sierra. The San Jose resident likes the inclement weather.
I'm a native Californian, and I never get rain, and I'm very warm-blooded. I love it when it's cold and windy and damp.
The weather has made driving a challenge. Chains are required on Interstate 80 from Nyack to the Nevada state line. Steve Clausen, California News.
And the World California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair or replacement, call the experts, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
When you have a minute, visit the KXO website, kxoradio.com. Follow us on Facebook, KXO Radio Imperial Valley. All sorts of neat things on our Facebook page. Oh, and of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free.
And right now it is page one of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you at the El Centro Motors in Brawley at the Auto Center at Highway 86 and Julia Drive and at the Imperial Valley Mall. With page one of the local news, here's Gene Brister.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Friday morning, there will be a special meeting of the IID directors today. George Gale filed this story.
The meeting begins at 12 noon today. It'll be held in the Conrad Auditorium on Broadway in El Centro. The board is expected to adopt a resolution declaring the winners in the November 8th general election as they pertain to the IID. Re-elected Alex Cardenas for Division 1 and newly elected directors Gina Dockstader in Division 3 and Karen Eugenio in Division 5. The oath of office will be administered by Imperial County Superior Court Judge William Kwan. The directors will then be able to make a statement. The meeting is open to the public. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The city of El Centro has selected Isabella Marquez de Castilla as the new director of the El Centro Library. Effective as of December 1st, Isabella will lead the newly opened El Centro Library and support its mission of providing quality materials and programs to meet the El Centro community's educational, informational, cultural, and recreational needs. Isabella has an extensive background in library, working in various roles for the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C., and at the Georgia Institute of Technology Library. During her long tenure at the Library of Congress, Isabella served as Deputy Director of the National Library Service for Blind and Print Disabled, which functions as a public library within the Library of Congress and partners with network libraries nationwide. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires, guaranteed. We're talking the finest names in tires: Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlap, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. Check the prices, then talk to your Quick Lane service advisor. He will give you the best price, guaranteed. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Continuing with more local news, active COVID cases increase. George Gale explains.
Health officials have warned of a surge in the COVID cases over the holidays. Updated numbers of COVID-19 cases indicate the surge may be on, as was reported just a few minutes ago. COVID numbers are released by the County Public Health Department. The latest numbers were released yesterday morning. According to the updated numbers, there are now 420 active cases of COVID-19 in Imperial County. That is up from 386 cases reported on Tuesday. The COVID-19 tier metrics for Imperial County are now at 19.20 new cases per day per 100,000 population, with a positivity rate of 13.1%. Fatalities attributed to the virus remain at 958. Officials highly recommend residents get the second booster vaccine. They say if you test positive for COVID, stay at home and treat the symptoms. If the symptoms are severe, go to the hospital. They say there is medication that can greatly reduce hospitalizations or even death as a result of the virus. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And that concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news has been a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
Let's talk about it. Bringing community mental health issues to your radio. Listen each Sunday morning to KXO AM 1230 at 7 a.m. or on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on FM 107.5. Or log on to KXORadio.com for a podcast of the show in its entirety. This program is produced by the Public Affairs Department of KXO AM 1230 and FM 107.5. Let's Talk About It is presented as a public service of Imperial County Behavioral Health Services.
And on to page 2 of the local news. With the local news, once again, here is Gene.
Well, the Imperial Valley holiday parade season begins, are you ready for this? Tonight. All the excitement. Holiday parades start tonight. George Gale explains.
And you should know all about this one, Gene. It's the Naval Air Facility, El Centro, holding their annual holiday parade. Starts at 7 o'clock this evening. The Navy base invites residents to join the sailors and their families for the seasonal event. They expect around 25 floats, marching bands, a classic car club, civic agencies, local businesses, and the world-famous 501 Star Wars costume group participating in the parade. KXO's, the guy right there behind me, Gene Brister, returns as the parade's premier announcer. Gates open at 6 p.m., and families are encouraged to bring their own chairs. Food and beverages will be available for sale. Credit or debit cards only, please. And when arriving, be ready to present a driver's license, proof of insurance. Vehicles are also subject to searches at any time during their visit due to security reasons. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The Imperial Irrigation District Board of Directors honored 2 longtime directors for their dedicated service. During a social gathering on Thursday, December 1st, special recognition, presentations, and congratulatory comments were made for outgoing directors Jim Hanks and Norma Galindo for their service to the IID and to the water and energy customers the district serves, citing numerous significant accomplishments during their tenures. This is a time to celebrate milestones and where the district is today, said Vice President Alex Cardenas, who kicked off the social event. Both directors, Hanks and Galindo, served for many years, Hanks marking 16 years, consisting of 4 4-year terms, and Galindo completing 10 years. Both have served previously as board president and vice president. Well, in the 76th annual El Centro Christmas Parade, it's on Saturday. George Gale will explain a little more.
It is the 76th annual Christmas Parade in El Centro. The parade is hosted by the Imperial Valley Regional Chamber of Commerce and the Los Vigilantes. The theme this year is Let It Snow with Frosty the Snowman. The parade starts at 10 tomorrow morning. Following the parade will be a Christmas festival at Buckley Park. Festival will feature food trucks, vendors, shopping, photos with Santa, and a whole lot more. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns, and that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
And with a look at the news, or the weather, I should say, here is George Gale.
The high temperature yesterday, 68 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 54. Wind gusts overnight up to 31 miles per hour. National Weather Service says a large weather system situated well off the west coast will provide considerable high cloudiness across the region over the next several days. Temperatures through early next week will be near to slightly above seasonal averages, followed by cooler temperatures by the middle of next week. Weather forecast calling for mostly sunny skies today. Highs right near 70. West to northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mostly cloudy skies tonight. Overnight lows around 51. East to northeast winds at around 5 miles per hour. Mostly cloudy on Saturday. Highs right near 71. Southwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. And right now we are looking at 52 degrees, 62% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality is moderate still in Calexico. Air quality is still good for the rest of the region.
Don't worry about a Christmas gift for the family back east because the Peanut Patch is here. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. A great variety of gift packs that you can ship anywhere in the universe to your friends and loved ones. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. You'll find homemade chocolates. You'll find fresh English toffee made from scratch. Pecan turtles made from scratch. You'll love their yogurt-covered peanuts, raisins, and almonds. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. And again, they have their own post office. They will ship anywhere. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. Now, how do you get there? Well, Google the Peanut Patch in Yuma, and you'll get directions. It's easy, and you're going to love spending some time at the Peanut Patch looking around. Find them on the web, the World Wide Web, thepeanutpatch.com. That's thepeanutpatch.com.
And it's time for the Sports World Roundup, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best of care. Top story for me anyway, it's Palo Verde Yellow Jackets. Imperial County team still in the CIF playoffs. They played tonight. They're going against the Pasadena Muir High School. The game will be played in Blythe, Palo Verde's only home game during the whole playoffs. It's the CIF Regionals, and we want to wish the Yellow Jackets all the luck in the world. The World Cup is underway. Yesterday it was Morocco over Canada 2-1. Belgium and Croatia, they drew. That was a draw. Germany defeated Costa Rica 4-2. It was one of those Mexico situations, however, win the game but lose out, be eliminated anyway. Didn't score enough. And Japan defeated Spain 2-1. Today's games feature Ghana at Uruguay. South Korea takes on Portugal. Cameroon at Brazil. Serbia at Switzerland. USA plays tomorrow in the round of 16. They will be playing against the Netherlands. Argentina and Australia also play tomorrow. We'll have more in just a minute.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneers services, visit pmhd.org today.
And in the NFL, Thursday night football, it was the Bills over the Patriots, 24-10. We have some pretty good Sunday games. Sunday afternoon, it's the Chargers and the Raiders. You'll hear that one on FM 107.5, the Raiders station for the Imperial Valley. Sunday night football and Monday night football. Sunday night, it's the Colts at the Cowboys. Monday night, the Saints at the Buccaneers. Both of those games will be heard on KXO AM 1230. And in the NBA, just one game played yesterday. Went into overtime. Pistons beat the Mavericks 131-125 in overtime. That's it. That's sports. Sports World Roundup brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
And your financial news and weather brought to you this morning by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan fingerprinting to the public. Stocks slid this morning as investors digested hotter than anticipated jobs data, worrying investors looking for signals that the Federal Reserve can begin slowing interest rate hikes. Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped 286 points, or 0.8%. S&P 500 lost 1.1% as all 11 sectors traded down. Led by the information technologies, 1.7% drop. The NASDAQ Composite shed 1.5%. Got your weather coming up.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
The high temperature yesterday, 68 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 54. Wind gusts overnight up to 31 miles per hour. Look for mostly sunny skies today. Highs right near 70. West and northwest winds at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mostly cloudy skies tonight. Overnight lows around 51. East and northeast winds at around 5 miles per hour. Mostly cloudy skies on Saturday. Highs right near 71. Southwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. And right now we're looking at 52 degrees, 62% the relative humidity. Financial news and weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. CBS News coming up at 10 o'clock. No, it's coming up at 8 o'clock. That's next.
At Burgers and Beer, Christmas is one of the most important times of the year for us. It's a time for us to stop and give thanks for our blessings and celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. Let the spirit of love gently fill our hearts and homes. In this loveliest of seasons, may you find many reasons for happiness. Wishing you and your family health, happiness, peace, and prosperity this holiday season and in the coming new year. From your Burgers and Beer family.
And it's 8 o'clock at KXO El Centro, California.
CBS presented by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
I'm Steve Kathan. President Biden at the White House right now signing the newly passed bill that prevents a nationwide rail strike.
The bill I'm about to sign ends a difficult rail dispute and helps our nation avoid what, without a doubt, would have been an economic catastrophe at a very bad time in the calendar.
Well, the government says employers tacked on 263,000 jobs in November, 20,000 below the month before, but still considered a solid number. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
Job growth is slowing down. It is expected that job growth will slow down continually as the economy also decelerates.
Alex Jones faces nearly $1.5 billion in court judgments over his Sandy Hook massacre lies.
They are just and reasonable damages against Alex Jones and Free Speech Systems, $55 million.
And on the heels of rulings like that, today he filed for personal bankruptcy protection in Texas. He lists up to $10 billion in liabilities. 4 days till Georgia's U.S. Senate runoff election, early voting ending today. Outgoing Republican Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan says he couldn't bring himself to vote for the GOP hopeful Herschel Walker, calling him one of the worst candidates ever.
Unfortunately, didn't have anybody that achieved that respect out of me or my vote.
Republican Duncan says he left his ballot blank. Walker is in a battle with Democratic incumbent Raphael Warnock. Elon Musk ousted Kanye West from Twitter after a post that included a swastika image, saying it amounted to incitement to violence. Rick Newman of Yahoo Finance says it comes after Musk vowed to open the free speech floodgates.
It's as if he thought that these people would all behave better just because he suddenly bought the company, which is not happening. So this is like Twitter circa 2017 when they were first starting to deal with all these problems.
The family of Paul Whelan says after expressing concern about him just days ago, now they say they have heard from him. He told of being moved to a Russian prison hospital for reasons not made clear. Now to Boston and the latest on the royal visit.
This afternoon will have quite a historic feel as Prince William will be meeting here at the JFK Library with President Biden. The president is in town for a Senate campaign fundraiser. Also at that meeting will be Ambassador to Australia Caroline Kennedy. Princess Catherine is making a stop at Harvard before she and Prince William cap things off tonight with a ceremony at the MGM Music Hall at Fenway to award winners of their Earthshot Prize. Jim McKay for CBS News, Boston.
Right now on Wall Street, the Dow is down 189 points. NASDAQ is down 130. This is CBS News.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Visit libertymutual.com to learn more.
I always wanted to learn Spanish, but I never thought I'd have the time. Then I discovered Babbel.
Babbel's lessons are fun. They only take like 10 or 15 minutes, and in 3 weeks, presto, you're starting to speak another language. Like magic.
I love that Babbel's lessons aren't just robots talking. They're voiced by native speakers, so you get the pronunciation just right. And they're designed by real language teachers, so you learn how to have real-world conversations, things you'll actually use.
It's incredible. After using Babbel, I'm ready to start having real conversations in French.
There's all kinds of ways to learn. Use Babbel's podcasts or games or videos. You can even join live classes with a language teacher.
If you want to learn a language, there's no faster, easier, better way than
Babbel.
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 Babbel. Évidemment.
Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Elton John is set for a show on home turf.
Organizers say Elton will bring the curtain down on his final tour in his native Britain with a debut performance on the final night of the Glastonbury Festival, June 25th. Emily Evis, whose father started the event in 1970, says it'll be the mother of all send-offs. John, who grew up Reginald Dwight in the suburbs of London, closed the North American leg of his farewell Yellow Brick Road tour last month at Dodger Stadium. It'll wrap up in Stockholm in July. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
A stage musical about woke princesses that uses hit songs by Britney Spears will land on Broadway this summer. Once Upon a One More Time features several Spears songs. No word on who will be in the cast. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Research shows listeners prefer a personalized experience. So to help you remember, Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance. We personalize this ad for Amber, who really misses boy bands from the 90s.
Hey girl, I'm the cute one, here to tell you how Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance so you only pay for what you need.
I'm the heartthrob. The only thing I love more than you is saving. And I'm the other boy in the band everyone forgot about.
Just happy to be here. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Oil investments involve a high degree of risk and actual results may vary. Oil keeps going up as the Russia conflict escalates. Get in on the next major oil boom now and help the U.S. with your patriotic investment that can potentially pay you monthly income for up to 20 or more years. If you're a serious and qualified SEC accredited investor, you can take advantage of Encore Energy's projects. The U.S. government needs your investment in oil and is allowing you to write off nearly 100% of your investment in the first year. Call 800-278-7455. That's 800-278-7455.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
I put my pants on, just like the rest of you, one leg at a time.
With George Gale.
Except, once my pants are on, I make gold records.
AM 1230.
I could have used a little more cowbell.
KXO.
1230 KXO.